Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get the romance angel for an overall energy, see what's going on, see what you may be struggling with within your relationship. And then we're going to get the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. We're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with within the relationship, what you may need to look at, and future energies that may possibly be coming in for you. All right, so let's get a romance angel. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So worth waiting for. So if you're single, you have to believe that it's worth waiting for, because sometimes if we try to force things or we get frustrated or irritated, that brings in the negative energy, and it's not going to work out to its full potential in a positive way. That maybe if you feel you're ready for a relationship, maybe that person has things going on in their life that they need to work through, that they need to deal with. It also could be that within a relationship that, maybe you feel like you're ready to do something, or you're ready to move the relationship to a higher commitment, but the other person isn't. So it's definitely like not forcing someone or pushing someone to be on the same page as you, because everybody works at a different pace, right? And that we have to realize that everyone has their own perspective and different perspectives, and for what feels comfortable for them. And we have to respect that. All right, so what you may possibly be struggling with is the Knight of Cups, right? Reaching out, communicating, offering your cup. What you may need to look at is the Five of Swords, and figuring out, like, that is it creating some distance between you and your partner because you're not being patient. Future energies, we have the Empress. And I feel like Empress represents birth and marriage and growth, and that evolving and changing. And I feel like it's together, not doing it separate, right? Not feeling like one person is putting more effort into it than the other, and being aware of that and making sure that there's a balance between the two. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, which again, the Page of Cups is the emotions and those feelings, and she's feeling happy about it, and she's feeling good about it, feeling better about it. I almost feel like it's maybe you're in this frustration, and you may be causing some distance between you and your partner, but it's realizing that, again, everybody works at their own pace. Everybody goes at their own pace. And to be understanding of that. Maybe it's the other person, right? Maybe the other person is making you feel like you have to move forward with a relationship or move forward with doing something, and you're not quite ready and you need that time. It could be that maybe your partner wants to move, or you want to move to a different area, that you want to buy a new house, or you want to purchase something or do something, or you want to move, or you want to go on vacation, or you want to start a new job, or whatever that is, and the other person doesn't. And that person's like, no, I like where we live. I don't want to move. I don't want to change. Or, but it's being patient, expressing how you feel so that you get that out to the person, but then understanding that if they need more time to process it, that's okay. Right? And not making that person feel bad because they're not on the same page, or they're not at the same point where you are. All right? We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords. So again, I feel like it's being careful that you don't go to the negative. If your partner is not on the same page as you, right, and they're not ready to reach out, or they're not emotionally on the same page as you, that be careful that your thoughts don't go, and your emotions don't go to the negative and get frustrated and get irritated. And it's realizing that everybody sees things from their own perspective and their own view, and moves forward at their own pace, being careful, being sure that you're aware of that. The Strength card, again, feeling confident. Sometimes we feel like, well, if that person's not thinking the same that way that I am, then sometimes we can go to the, well, am I thinking wrong, or am I doing wrong, or maybe that kind of hurts your confidence or your beliefs. Making sure again that you are careful with your thought process. If your partner is not on the same page as you, if their emotions and their feelings are not on the same page as you, that you don't go to the negative. You don't start that spiral down. Queen of Swords, kind of thinking things from a different perspective, right? Like that I was saying. Not going to the negative. Not pushing something that your partner feels uncomfortable with. Making sure that you don't distance yourself from your partner, that you focus on the positive, you focus on the good, you focus on those things that you can work together with your partner, that you do like to do together with your partner. For some reason I was feeling like making sure that within this time of frustration that you spend that positive time together, right? What is it that the two of you like to do? And to make sure that you do those, because I feel like that is what helps to connect you, what helps to bond you. Maybe you both like to go hiking. So maybe going for a hike, right? And maybe by going on the hike, you're getting into a neutral area and you're able to talk about your feelings and you're able to talk about how you feel. And that person's able to talk about if they're holding back or they're not on the same page, that they're able to explain to you why they're feeling that way. And maybe there's something that you can do to help that person feel more comfortable, right? To find that balance, right? And maybe there's a compromise between the two of you. Maybe there's that compromise and you're like, okay, well, I see why you're feeling this way and I see how I'm doing, and so let's have that compromise on it, right? Let's give ourselves, let's look at this again in 6 months or something like that, whatever that compromise is. And look, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good, that makes you both feel good, and then you both can move forward in a positive way, right? Working that out between the two of you. Look at that. And then we have the Knight of Cups again. So we have the Knight of Cups over here, what you're struggling with, and we've worked through all of this, and you're feeling happy and you're feeling good and you're ready to reach out and communicate and work on things and figuring things out and realizing that maybe the two of you are working at a different pace, right? But that's okay. Because if you care about that person and you want to be with that person, that you're like, okay, that's just something different. So let's start out new. Let's start out fresh, Let's focus on the positive. Let's leave behind the negativity and let's move forward, right? This is kind of a new feeling for you because you're kind of seeing things from the other person's perspective. Sometimes we kind of have those blinders on where we're only kind of thinking or seeing about our feelings or our perspective, and we're like, well, why aren't you feeling that way? Because I'm feeling that way. But being able to see that from a different perspective and being able to share that, right? Sharing and communicating, incredibly important in relationships. We have the World card, feeling better, feeling positive, feeling like you can get past this. Making sure that you keep yourself in the positive energy. If you're saying, oh, this is never going to work out, they're never going to see my point of view, they're just trying to be difficult, they're just trying to irritate me, that you don't put yourself in that energy, because that's what's going to happen. That's what you're going to manifest. That's what you're going to bring in. But if you're saying, oh, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling positive, I understand that why my partner is doing this, or I know that my partner is not trying to hurt me. I know that my partner is not trying to work against me. I know that my partner is seeing things from a different perspective, and that they may be a little slower or a little different on that, but that's okay. It's not that they don't love me, or it's not that they don't care for me, or that they don't want to work on the relationship. It's just their view is different, and we will get past this. We will succeed. And if you keep yourself in that positive energy, then that's what you will manifest. That's what will come in. Love it. Love it. Sun, sun, sun. Love that. Focusing on the positive, right? Focusing on manifesting those positive things, letting go of those 3 spilled cups and focusing on the positive things within your relationships. It's pretty easy to look at the negative and find everything wrong, right, with that other person and what's not happening, right? But being careful that you don't focus on that you let that go, you let that spill out, you let that go down the river, you let that move past. If you need to talk to your partner, right? If it's something hard to talk about, if you need to talk about that, with your partner in order to work past it, then that's what you do. And when you say that you've moved past it, that you have truly moved past it. You let it go and you start focusing on the positive and the good things and the partnership within the relationship. Look at this. So we have the Prince of Cups 3 times from each deck. 1, 2, 3. Reaching out and communicating, offering your cup, offering that olive branch, offering to talk about things, right? Without, no matter what your partner says, that you're not going to attack them, right? That you're not going to throw past stuff at them, right? If you have a concern, then you say, well, my concern is this, right? But you don't put them on the defense, that you reach out. I feel like it's extending that olive branch. Princess of Wands says, I feel like this is a new way for you to look at things, a new way for you to do things, or a new way of, you know, kind of getting that fire and that passion back within the relationship. Because when you have that communication, you feel closer to that person, right? And that changes all those areas, your emotions and your feelings and your thoughts and the physical and everything within the relationship. And you're moving towards the good. You're moving towards better, right? You're making that progress. Maybe there was disinterest, but now you have this cup that's coming in for you, and this opportunity for you to change things, this opportunity for you to get this back on track. But you have to take the actions to make this happen. You can't put up walls around you, right? You can't think of the negative and be angry and be irritated and be frustrated and attacking your partner, because that's not going to get you anywhere. We have the King of Pentacles, so I feel like the King of Pentacles is somebody who doesn't rush into things. He kind of analyzes things, he looks at things, he processes things. He doesn't make a move until he feels confident about what it is that he wants to do and the move that he wants to make. He is supportive, he is patient, he is kind, he is dedicated. He's a hard worker. He wants to work on things, he wants to get past things and finding those solutions that would be best in order to get this. And it's worth waiting for, because I feel like it's showing your partner that you truly are there to support them and to help them and to work through things. And that's a great feeling, having that feeling, right? Knowing that someone's not making you feel guilty or making you rush through things, or, you know, making you feel uncomfortable. And to truly have that support, that's a great feeling. True partnership. We have Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. You have those ups and you have those downs, and you have, sometimes you wonder, well, I thought everything was fine, but really everything isn't fine. So instead of being irritated or angry about the mystery of what's going on with your partner, it's like, okay, let me find that solution. Let's figure this out. Let's work on this. Let's get past this so we can get everything back on track. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.